Good morning, everyone. Me, Miss Janetta here. Hedgie was going to be with us this morning, but he was being a little lazy and decided to sleep in. Because this weekend, him and I went on a bunch of different hikes, so he is definitely super worn out. But he was a trooper because he really just wanted to make sure that we got outside and we were staying active, because that's always super important during this time where we have to kind of stay at home to make sure that we're safe. Alright, so it's Monday, so the first thing that I want to do is just go ahead and we can talk about what we did last week. So last week you guys were working on the letter Y, which makes what sound? Yeah, awesome. You also did a lot of math last week, so great job. I know it was a little bit more than what we're used to, but you guys did such a good job turning in all your work. So with math, you got to work on numbers that were above 10 going up to 20. We hopefully got to check out the science video that I made about density and about how objects that have different masses, some will float, some will sink, and why. Hopefully you also got a chance to check out the awesome video that Miss Sembrano made about our neighborhood for social studies. And then PE, maybe you did the fun workout that I made where you got to do your name. Maybe you did your first name, last name, you chose your parents' name. Just hopefully you got a chance to try it out. And if not, then maybe you did the Go Noodles and a different exercise like riding your bike or something with your family just to make sure that you're staying active. All right, well, this week, what we're going to be doing is working on our very last letter. I know, it's crazy to think. We've gone this whole year working on a letter every single week, and we finally made it to our last one. Can you guess what it is? I know I kind of have it back here. It's Z. So we're going to be working on the letter Z. What sound does Z make? Z, Z. If you didn't know, go ahead and say it. Z. Awesome. It's kind of fun to make. It makes your teeth vibrate a little bit. So we're going to be working on the letter Z this week. Today you're going to be doing your Jack Hartman video. We have a little bit of math, just one lesson where you're going to be just kind of working on the numbers that you learned last week, counting and drawing pictures going to 20. I also made a really fun freckle assignment for you guys that reviews our math and subtraction. I know you guys were like experts at doing it, but it's always fun to have a nice review. So you'll get to do a fun math game with that today. And then don't forget, we have our Google Hangout every single day at 12. I know last Friday I wasn't able to make it, and I really apologize for that. But we should be back on to meeting every single day at 12. And you just log on, and then we all get a chance to see each other and hang out. So you guys ready to go ahead and jump into our morning activities? All right. So first thing I'm going to do, like always, is start out with our poem. Oh, man, my shirt just does not want to stay. There we go. Okay. So we're going to start with our poems. So close to being done with this book. Okay. Our first poem is called Frozen Dream. I'll take the dream I had last night and put it in my freezer. So someday long and far away, when I'm old and gray and geezer, I'll take it out and thaw it out, this lovely dream I've frozen, and boil it up and sit me down and dip my old toes in it. Could you imagine having a dream and being able to freeze it? That would be crazy. All right, let's look at our second poem. It's called The Lost Cat. We can't find the cat. We don't know where she's at. Oh, where did she go? Does anyone know? Let me ask this walking hat. Where do you think the cat is? See a little beat right here. So crazy. All right. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our calendar. Let me grab my pointer really quick. So, it's the very first day of the week when we come to school. So, we've had our weekend. The weekend is over. So, what is the very first day of the week that we come back to school? It's Monday. Monday. So, we know that today is Monday. And then what month have we been in now for a really long time? We're only going to be in it for a few more days. It's April. So far we know it's Monday, April, but then what day in April are we in? So if we look down here at our last number, the number before it was 26. So what number comes after 26? It goes 25, 26, 27. So today is the 27th. So the date would be Monday, April 27th. Can you go ahead and say that for me? Awesome job. All right, you ready to sing the Days of the Week song with me? Please do make sure to sing with me because I don't like to sing by myself. All right, ready? There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Awesome job. And then we're gonna clap on July. No, we're gonna clap on what month? April. All right, let's go ahead and start it. Ready? January, February, March, and April, May and June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. Awesome job. We get to switch that in just a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and move on over to our weather prediction. So, what season are we in is what we always start with. So it's been warmer outside. It hasn't really been raining as much, but there's definitely a lot of flowers that have been blooming. So what season do all the flowers start to bloom again? It's spring. Spring. Awesome job. So for my weather prediction today, I looked it up and it said that it was going to be pretty hot today, but it might be a little cloudy. So this past weekend for me, it was super hot. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I pick hot. And then the weather prediction did say cloudy, but I think I'm just going to put sunny and see what happens. So my prediction is going to be sunny, sunny, and hot. Now, do you have to have the same one as me? So if you have a different prediction, that is totally okay. We'll just check back with it later on. So hot and sunny. And we'll see how that goes. All right. You guys ready to count? I feel like we haven't counted in a while, even though it's only been a few days. So let's go ahead and we'll do it by tens first, all right? So ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and do it by fives. You ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right. You guys ready to do it by ones? Okay, remember, if you need to get up or if you want to rock back and forth, anything to get your brain going. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Awesome job, you guys. We're probably just like the best counters ever by now. Okay, so before I jump into our vocabulary words, I wanted to just kind of go over a few things that started with our new letter this week. So what is our new letter this week? It's Z. Awesome. And then what sound does Z make? Z, Z. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these picture cards that we have and see some things that start with the letter Z. So what is this very first picture? It's a number. We should all know it by now. It's the number 0. Zero. And then we have a place, a lot of animals live in it. You can usually go and you can see them. It's called a zoo. Zoo. And then usually have these on our jackets. You can go up and down. It's called a zipper. Zipper. And these are a type of line. So it's not a straight line. It's not a curved line. It's a zigzag line. Awesome. And this super good vegetable, it's called a zucchini. Zucchini. And then back was 0. So if you think of any other words that start with the letter Z, make sure that you write them down, because there's way more words here, way more words that start with the letter Z than just the ones that I have here. But these are just a few of the ones that we can practice to hear that beginning sound of Z, the Z beginning sound. All right. So before I go into our vocabulary, let's go ahead and get a little stretching, because I know it's kind of a long way to do this. So we'll kind of go to the right, go to the left. Maybe reach down for your toes if you can. All right, shake it out. Okay. So last week we learned a whole bunch of really awesome words. So this week we get to learn a few more. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start it out with I will tell you what the word is, and then you're gonna repeat it, and then I'll give you an example of it. And when I give you the example of it, I want you to try to think really, really hard what you think it means before I give you the answer, okay? So I'm missing something real quick. I'm missing my thinking stick. Let me go ahead and grab it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our first word. This word is called reliable. Can you say reliable? Reliable. So our example is, my brother is reliable because he always feeds the dog on time. So she's saying her brother is reliable because he always feeds the dog on time. So what do we think reliable means? If he's doing something on time, feeding the dog, he's reliable, what do we think it means? So reliable people, so people who are reliable, like her brother, can be trusted to behave or work really well. So she's saying her brother is reliable because he's behaving well, he's feeding the dog on time, he's working really well, so that's why he's reliable. Okay, let's go to our next word. Our next word we have assist. Assist. Can you say assist? Awesome job. So our example for assist is we can assist our parents by unpacking the car. So if you look at it really quick, assist, they're assisting their parents, so she's helping her mom unload the car. Assist, she's assisting her mom. So what do we think that means? So when you're assisting someone, it means that you're doing something to help them. So see how she's helping her mom carry in the groceries? She's not making her mom do it all by herself. She's assisting or helping her do it. Assist. All right. The next word that we have is organize. Organize. Can you say organize? Awesome. So our example for organize is I saw the librarian organize the books on the shelf in the right order. So the librarian is organizing all of the books in the right order. So what do we think organize means? She's putting the books in the right order. She seems to be putting them up on the shelf. What do we think organize means? So organize, when you organize something, it means that you're putting it in a really neat, tidy place. So if your parents ever told you to organize your room or organize your toys, they're usually asking you to do what? They want you to clean it up, right? They want you to not just throw it in a big pile. They want you to clean it up and put it away. Okay, let's do our very last word that we have. Our very last word is member. Member. Can you go ahead and say member? Member. Okay. Our example for member is each member of the nature club helps to take care of the school garden. So each member of the nature club. So there's a bunch of people here. Looks like they're planting something. So each member of the nature club helps to take care of the school garden. So each member, what do we think member means? Probably should have pressed this. Member, what do we think member means? If you're a member of something. Member, like the Nature Garden Club. Okay, so a member is someone who belongs to a group, such as a team, a club, or a family. So you have family members. If you play a sport, you have team members. And then just like how they're all in a club, they're club members. So it's people who are a part of a group, like a team, family, club, anything like that. All right, so those are our vocabulary words for this week. So we're going to be practicing those every single day until we get them down 110%. Okay, let's move on to our sight words. So we had 2 new sight words last week. Do you remember what they are? If you do, try to say it now. Okay, so hopefully you said our words last week were what and the TH in the beginning, this. What and this. Those were our 2 sight words that we had last week. This week, we also have 2 new sight words. So let's go ahead and take a look at our first new sight word. If you already know what it is, awesome. If not, let's go ahead and try to sound it out. So we can look at our very first letter. What's that first letter? H, and H makes what sound? And then if we look at our middle letter, we have or ha, and then our very last letter, s, has. So our new sight word is has. Our second new sight word also starts with the letter H, so we know our beginning sound is and then if we look here, we have an E, which makes what sound? So he, and then we have ul, so help. Our second new sight word is help. Awesome job. So let's go through the rest of our sight words. Remember, I always want to challenge you to try to say the word before me. So if you can do it, awesome job. If not, is that okay? Absolutely. That's why we practice. I know you're going to get tired of me saying that, but practice. Okay, so starting with our sight words from last week. Ready? This. What. Want. Here. They. Said. Of. Have. For. Was. She. Is. With. He. My. To. Do. You. Go. And. To. Now remember we have 2 twos. We have T-O and T-O-O. We'll be learning more about that this week. Like. A. See. We. The. Can. I. Me. Has. And back to our new one. All right, so hopefully you beat me in all those words. If not, totally okay, because you can always practice. I know you're going to be like, Miss Trinetta, stop saying that. But I have to. It's part of my job. All right, so let's go ahead and move on over to Hedgie's favorite part. Too bad he's asleep, or he's going to miss his favorite part. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and I'll bring my chair on over. So, I really loved getting to read your guys' journal entries over the weekend. Hedgie and I just love seeing how great your guys' writing is. He really, really liked your guys' opinion on gossip. A lot of you seem to really catch what gossip meant. You liked the story. You wrote a little bit about the story. Hopefully you figured out why you don't want to gossip and why it's not always the best thing to do. So, Hedgie kind of wanted to flip it over into a fun, positive one. So he's been really missing all of his friends. So he was thinking, how do other people make friends? So our journal question for today is, how do you make friends? So what is your way of making friends? Do you go and play with them? Do you ask them to be your friend? Do you wait until maybe you're in a big group and you just kind of make friends with everyone? I really want to know what you think or what you do to make new friends. So Hedgie did write his before he went to sleep last night. So I'll go ahead and read it to you. He put, when it comes time for me to want to make new friends, I always try to put the biggest, nicest smile on my face, and I try to be the nicest person that I can. I will usually go up to someone who is playing something that I see is really fun or who just seems like a nice person, and I'll ask if I can join them. If they say no, then usually that is totally okay, and I'll just go and try to find something else to do. But if they say yes, then I usually get to play with them, and at the very end, we become friends. I love being nice, and if a friend is nice to me, then I think that we make great friends. All right. So Hedgie says that the way that he makes friends is he'll usually go ask them or go up to them if they're playing something that he sees as fun, or maybe they just seem like a nice person and he really wants to be their friend. So I want to know what you guys do when you want to be someone's friend, or if you're trying to make new friends. How do you do it? What do you say? What can you do? If you don't know, what would you do? What if you wanted to make a new friend? What would you say to them? So before we go, I am gonna finish up our very last part of this one, remember, was XYZ, but we did X and Y, so it's my Z book, since we're on our very last alpha friend. All right. So let's go ahead and start. I know you guys know what part to say out loud, so let's make sure you say it with me, okay? So little Z, and see if she has a box. I do, said little Z. I will fill my box too. She found a zebra. And 2 more zebras. Little Z found 3 zebras. 1, 2, 3. In you go, she said. But the zebras jumped out of the box. Zip, zip. Wonder why they jumped out. Away they ran, zigzag, down the road, and guess who ran after them? Little Z did. And guess where they went? Where would zebras go? They could go to the zoo. So we have more words about little X that sounds like Z. We have some Y words, but let's go ahead and more words with little Z. So some of these pictures were ones that we went over this morning. So we have the numbers 0. On our jackets, we have a zipper. This is a type of flower that's called a zinnia, I believe. I don't know if I said that right. And then right here, when a rocket goes super fast, we usually say that it zoomed right by. All right, and that is the end to our very last My Letter book. So thank you so much for reading it with me, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.